So the word Jawn, I've only been hearing this word pop up this year. I've been seeing it on signs. I've been hearing people talk about it. And I'm like, has this word just been here forever? Or did I just figure this out now, like this year? What the hell is going on? So we were playing a little game in the car and we're like, let's save it for the podcast. The game is I try to figure out what the word Jawn means on the podcast. So first I'm going to tell you like the context in the ways I've heard it recently. Okay. So on the subway, I heard a girl, she was pointing out the window at a water tower and she goes, "Ma, look at that water, Jawn." So that's like scenario one. I'm like, okay. The next scenario was I played something on the piano on Instagram and someone was like, "You killed that, Jawn." I'm like, okay, what's the connection between the water tower?
I killed that water tower while I was playing piano.
Yeah.
What?
And then to make it worse, I went to a coffee house today in South Philly and I got like a smoothie thing. They have like smoothies and coffees. And there was a big sign that said, "Come to the local family festival, Jawn." And I'm like,
they're doing the most with this word.
And they're like, "We have games rides at the family festival, Jawn." I'm like, and then we saw Milk Jawn. I'm like, can someone please fucking explain what this word means? Because like, I'm not an idiot. I'm not a dumb person, but okay, I'm going to try to guess. Is it like a fun thing? Because like all I can think about, she was impressed by the water tower. Be. What is it?
Oh, I'm so tempted to make the whole rest of this podcast
just me trying to
20 questions where you guess a question about Jawn and I just say yes or no.
But give me like one or two questions because this is fun.
I don't even know like how you can ask it. Like you just have to say, is it like this? Or try to use it in a sentence. I want you to do it before you find out.
But okay, so I heard it in a water tower. I heard it in a piano that apparently
and an ice cream shop.
I did well, an ice cream shop. So the only thing I'm getting, and a family festival. Mm-hmm. So the only thing I'm getting out of this is it's exciting because she was excited by the water tower. The guy liked my piano playing, and the family Jawn is
presumably an exciting Jawn.
Presumably,
sure.
And
yeah.
Ice cream is fun. The Milk Jawn. So I think it means. And by the way, I want to tell the listeners, I've been purposely not Googling it because it's more fun to not know what it is.
And it is JAWN for the listeners' sakes.
JAWN. It means the only thing I can come up with that I've come up with is like something that really excites you.
So one, love that that's what you think it is. And I wish like I think that's like a really sweet like definition to say that. And I did love the idea of like every week on the podcast, everybody that she would just be like, okay, this is my guess of the week. And like, she just like writes all these like crazy notes and like tries to find the patterns and is like crunching the numbers late at night. And I'm like, okay, you got a lot of things.
Does it just mean anything you want it to mean?
Kind of. So it's basically like thing. And anybody from Philly who's actually from Philly who wants to comment,
but it's an exciting thing. It's not a mundane thing.
It's often used in an exciting context. I would say is a good insight that you have there because I feel like typically when people are going to use it, it's more of like an exciting thing or they feel strongly about something. It's not necessarily positive for sure. Now, I'm not from Philly. I'm from the burbs. I've just been in Philly for a while, and it's been something that people have been saying for a long time.
In Philly specifically, or in the whole country?
I really will say like it's pretty regional, like to Philly, from my understanding.
Okay, that makes a lot more.
Mostly where I hear people say it.
That makes a lot more sense to me then,
and that's part of why you'll see people marketing things with Jawn. However, people don't. I don't know how to say this. We're not from Philly. For us to unironically say Jawn, we will get made fun of. Like you gotta watch like in the context or who you're talking, whatever. But like, so like when people are marketing like a festival or family, whatever, Jawn, like that's kind of their cutesy way of being like, oh, we're in Philly and it's this thing we're having. You'll probably honestly more and more, you'll probably see it everywhere. Like that one boutique I point out to when we were driving here.
Yeah, the Milk
They
Jawn.
definitely have, or like the art place. Like they definitely have stuff referencing Jawn. And it's like just a cute, very much a Philly affiliated thing.
That's interesting.
But unfortunately, there's no crazy word for me to tell you. It's mostly like thing. Like, can you give me that Jawn? That whatever Jawn over there. This is the most I've said Jawn ever in my life. And it's now on record. And I'm really taking that in right now. So thank you for that. But I'm really glad that you have it now. And you're not just going to throw around like... I'm just like so excited. Like I'm trying to think of how you would say, you're like, I'm just so excited for all the Jawns I'm going to do. Like, I love the idea of you like just using it just for excitement. I love that. And
it's been like such a fun game I play with myself. Cause every time I hear it, I'm like, ooh, here's another clue. Like,
and I think you should still tally like how many times it's for something exciting. Cause I think you're onto something where like, think that's like a cool thing.
But can you ever say to something negative, like oh goddamn, like
I forgot that whatever.
I forgot
Jawn.
about my like my kids back to school.
Let
like,
that Jawn at home.
Forgot about my kids back to school, Jawn.
Yeah,
Can you do that?
Well played. Yeah.
It could be a negative excitement.
And again, I think this is a great opportunity to say, people, chime in on the comments. Give her that chatter. Subscribe, comment, like, vote on Jawn. Rip me apart.
What does Jawn mean? Dictionary definition.
Whatever it takes to just keep things rolling. I'm here for it. I'll happily be the Jawn martyr in this situation.
Hey guys, it's me, your host, Andrea Pranzatelli. If you enjoyed this clip today, please don't forget to hit subscribe. It is my dream to become a full-time podcaster, and your support helps more than you could possibly know. So again, hit that subscribe button to help me keep the momentum going on this channel. Also, for every single clip, there is a link in the description to the full episode if you would like to hear the full episode. And I also have a link to my Instagram below if you'd like to follow me on Instagram as well. So that's it. Have a good day, guys. Bye.